If you want to earn $1 million a year, these are the 6 things that you need to focus on so that your business can easily generate that in the year ahead. Building a $10 million a year company is hard. There's 100 little things that you have to execute and get right, but getting that first million of revenue, there's just 6 things that I want you to focus on in order to get your first 7-figure revenue in the year ahead. Let's get into the 6 things that really move the needle for getting to 7 figures of revenue. Thing number 1 is you need one ideal customer persona. So I want you to have one ideal customer in mind. That ideal customer persona has one problem that they're frustrated by. They have one dream that they want to achieve, and they've got one obstacle that is really standing in their way. And if you can understand that ideal customer persona and give that person a name and really focus on connecting with that ideal customer persona, that is step 1 for achieving your 7 figures of revenue. So for example, when we launched ScoreApp.com, in our first 12 months, we focused on business coaches and consultants who had written a book, author consultants. That was our ideal customer persona. We knew that the person who had written a book and was also a coach or a consultant was the type of person who had the intellectual property required at the time to set up a scorecard marketing campaign. We knew that ideal customer persona could make $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 per client, and if we could help them to win clients with online scorecards and assessments, they would absolutely love our technology. So we focused really heavily on the ideal customer persona who is a coach consultant who's written a book, and away we went. That was our very first ICP. Okay, step 2, one platform. I want you to find one social media platform, and you're gonna win customers on that one platform to get your first 7 figures of revenue. So you might pick LinkedIn, you might pick Instagram, you might pick Facebook, you might pick some networking event or some network that you've got access to, but I want you to have one place that you go fishing for customers, one platform that you go to find your ideal customer persona. So if you're looking for B2B customers, it might be LinkedIn or YouTube that you use to focus on to get your first 7 figures worth of revenue, and you're going to master that one platform. You're going to use the DM function, you're going to use the content creation and content sharing functions, you're going to use the comment sections. You're going to really embrace that platform and become world-class at using that one platform to find that one type of customer. I don't want you to spread your attention and spread your energy across multiple platforms and then you're just lukewarm on all the platforms. You don't show up powerfully on any particular platform. I'd much rather if you become really well known on one platform. I have got a friend of mine who mastered LinkedIn, has over 1 million subscribers on LinkedIn, but barely has any subscribers on other platforms like TikTok or Instagram. They've just really focused on LinkedIn. Now this person can make all the money in the world just by going out to the LinkedIn network. Now by mastering any one platform, you'll get your first 7 figures of revenue. Now after you get 7 figures of revenue, I would recommend go on multiple platforms, but until you hit 7 figures of revenue, I want one ideal customer persona that you're gonna get good at finding on one platform. Okay, the next thing I want you to have is one landing page. So from this platform, you are going to send people to one landing page, and that landing page is going to get people to signal that they're interested in working with you. That landing page could be registering for a webinar, it could be filling in an online assessment, joining a discussion group, or it could be booking in for a one-to-one strategy session. Whatever it is, we're going to have one landing page. We drive people to that landing page to get them to signal their interest. We get them to go from being someone who's connected with you on social media to someone who has actually filled in a form that registers that they are a lead, that they're interested in working with you in some capacity. We've got one ideal customer persona, we've got one platform for going out and meeting those people, and then we're sending people to one landing page that gets them to signal that they're interested in. My personal favorite for that landing page would either be an online assessment or an online webinar that people are registering for. Either of those are a really powerful signal of interest that someone's interested in working with you. Now, before we move on, it's worth mentioning that ScoreApp.com has an amazing template library of landing pages and campaigns that you can just go and set up, right? They're ready to go. Our team of experts have already built the landing pages, they've built the questions, they've built the dynamic response pages. So those are already ready to go in your ScoreApp account. If you've got a ScoreApp.com account, you already have lots to choose from. If you haven't got an account, it's free to get started. You can look through the template library and you can pick which landing page is going to be the one that you're going to focus on. Okay, the next thing we've got is one presentation. So a presentation is where you present your value to your potential customer. This is where you can do an introduction presentation on a webinar, or if you're talking to someone one-to-one, you're presenting them with the results of their online assessment, you're talking them through their results and giving them some insights about how they could improve their situation, right? So this is a introduction presentation. It's where you introduce your value to somebody. This is a little bit different to an offer. It's a little bit different to a sales presentation. This is a presentation where you're actually presenting your value to a potential customer. It could also be a video. Some businesses really thrive if they can get a video presentation down pat, right? So the landing page could take people to a presentation that's on video, or it could be live, it could be one-to-one, or it could be to a group, but we need a presentation that presents people with information about how they could improve their situation. It connects with their pain, it connects with their problem or frustration, highlights the obstacles that they face, it shows them the outcomes that are possible. All of that is included in that nice one presentation. That leads perfectly over to one offer. The offer is where you tell people that if they resonated with your presentation and they really connected with all the things that you said in the presentation, here's what they can do about it. They can buy the offer. Now, the offer is going to have a few things. It's going to package up all the value that they need in order to get their desired outcome. It's going to give them a special offer, a special price that includes everything. It's going to have maybe a limited time offer. It's going to have maybe a risk reversal guarantee. It might have some different payment options. All of that is included in an offer. So an offer is essentially where you've packaged everything up for a particular price or a pricing plan with a guarantee or with some sort of a risk reversal, and it's all put together in a really nice, clear way. Perfect scenario is that an offer should always be accompanied with a slide deck that communicates the offer, or a brochure or a landing page, something visual that really communicates exactly what people get for their money. That's the one offer. Okay, our final thing that we need is one sales script. So the sales script is where we follow up after people have seen the offer in the presentation, and we actually ask questions, or we connect the dots, or we do the follow-up process in order to handle objections and make sure that people are ready to buy. So this is where we actually put together a sales script so that we can actually make sure that people connect all the dots they need to connect in order to become a customer. Now, the beauty of having this level of focus is that when you've got one ideal customer persona, you're finding them on one platform, you've got one landing page that you bring people to, you've got one presentation that explains the insights that people need to know in order to understand your value, you've got one offer that they can buy, and you've got one sales script as to how you follow up and make sales. That allows you to get really, really focused, and it allows you to optimize and improve and get really, really good at each of those 6 things. It really allows you to fine tune and fine tune and fine tune until such time as you get yourself to your 7 figures of revenue. Now, 7 figures of revenue is about 20 to 25,000 per week. So keep in mind that you do need to create an offer that will allow you to get to the 20 to 25,000 a week. Normally that offer is going to be somewhere between $2,000 to $10,000 per client that signs up, so that you can sign up a few clients per week and hit the $25,000 mark every single week. And essentially, once we go through this over and over and over again, every single week, finding our ideal customer on our platform, sending them to a landing page, presenting them with value, giving them an offer that's $2,000 to $10,000, following up and making sales, we've got a clear system that's going to get us to our 7 figures of revenue. So these are the 6 ones that get you to 7 figures. Now, the fun thing is ScoreApp makes all of this really, really easy, because ScoreApp has this in mind when we created it from scratch. We always imagined that you would be doing something like this and using ScoreApp as a tool that helps you to automate all of this. So if you haven't done so already, check out ScoreApp.com. A lot of our template library are already set up with this sort of thing in mind. It helps you to find your ideal customer, get them to signal that they're interested, and then pass everything over to the sales process after that. It's a really powerful tool that has helped a lot of businesses get their first 7 figures worth of revenue by using that tool. So check out ScoreApp.com if you haven't done so already, or if you've got an account, and see if you can optimize things on your ScoreApp account using this mindset. If you're enjoying these videos, please like and subscribe. I look forward to seeing you next time, and I hope your business is doing really well.